Monday. Happy Labor Day. What's going on? See, I gotta scoop this back. I hate when this line they put on here. I can't see myself. Hey, y'all. I'm trying to do it like this. I don't know. I can't see myself. Anyway, let me see if that's better. I don't know if that's better or not. Hey, y'all. What's going on, Golden? I see you. I see you, Golden. Hey, Neek. What's happening? I'm trying to get my thing together. It's this line they put here. I guess that'll have to do. Anyway, hey, y'all. What is happening? I ain't going to be on here long just because I'm lazy. And I got to get up in the morning and do some mentally stressful stuff. Hey, T, my girls is here. Love y'all. I got to do some mentally stressful stuff. I got to close out my house and so on and so forth. So I got to call all the people and all that, get that over with so I can get that, close that door and go on with my life, right? That's what I'm doing. Y'all, I want 5 more people before I get to talk about what I'm talking about. Did y'all cook today? What y'all barbecue? Did anybody barbecue? Did y'all cook some macaroni and cheese and some baked beans and some potato salad? That's what I would have did. Hey, 6 people. Got the 6 people in here. Let me tell y'all something. Did y'all see, what's her name? Krishan Rock. Is it Krishan Rock? Whatever, Krishan Blue. I get them so confused. Had her baby on IG. Was that her mama recording? What in the hell? Usually when you have a baby, only one person, maybe 2. I don't know. But listen, they recorded it. And she had her eyelashes on and everything. Had her chains on and everything, right? Lord have mercy. I was like, they are really recording for the world to see. That's such a private, personal moment, right? That's a private, personal moment. Everybody ain't supposed to see you like that in pain and distress. She had her lashes on, looked like she had on makeup. She had the jewelry on. Child, please. When she had that next baby, all that'll be off. I know when I had my last child that went in that room, and he was a big boy. All my kids was big, but he was the biggest. And it was too late to give me too, Nick. They couldn't give me the what's the name because I was too far dilated or whatever. I couldn't get the shot. I had never had it, but I wanted it because I was in pain. Child, I said, okay, since I can't get the shot, I'm gonna have to go in here butt naked. I'm gonna take all my clothes off, and that's what I had to do. Taking all my clothes off. I can't have nothing on me. I need all the space and all of that, right? Listen. But yeah, she did. She named him Christian. What she named him? Krishan? She named him something like her name. What was it? Something like her name. She named it. And then, it hurt my feelings, right? I know that was a toxic relationship. I don't know if they still together. I don't know what's going on with them. I don't think so. But the fact that he was not there and was somewhere having a good time. Hey, Angel. What did she name him? She named him Krishan, something like her name or something. Part of her name is in his name. It's a boy, right? Dude was there somewhere having a good time with, I guess, they say his other baby mama. I don't know who them people was. Like, we don't get no respect today. Hey, Dee. What's going on, Dee? Hey, Lisa Marie. Hey, y'all, my girls is up and through here. You hear me? And when I said, now she in all this pain. Now, for me, I would never talk to him again. Probably with his other son. That's what it said on the thing. Christian Malone. That's right. Krishan Malone. Mm-hmm. And that's a boy, right? Yeah, Krishan Malone. I was like, he's somewhere living his best life. Listen, ladies out there, because y'all know better. You got these dudes that are entertainers and rappers. I don't want to say nothing bad because we got people like Ice-T, Ice Cube. Oh, my thing fell. Camera fell, y'all. Hold on. We got people that love their wives and been with them for years, especially like Ice Cube, LL, right? Let me fix this. So, I don't want to say all, but a lot of these new wave dudes, they ain't caring nothing about, hey, Deanna, they not caring nothing about these women that they are involved with or have been involved with. It's like a sad, sad state of affairs, right? Let me tell y'all something funny before I even go even further. So y'all know Facebook, right? They say she was drinking and smoking. That's what I saw, and I didn't want to pay that. I didn't want to believe that. Hey, Daria. Hey, she was drinking and smoking. I just saw that either this morning or last night. Last night when I was looking at the pregnancy thing, at the birth of the baby. She really was drinking and smoking while she was pregnant? Is that a crime? What? They don't understand. Your child can have lifelong issues behind that. Hey, Denise. What? She was. Oh, Lord, I feel horrible about it. Like okay. If you don't love yourself, at least love your baby. Love your baby enough and give your baby a chance. Give your baby a chance. Bridget, my girl, what's happening, baby? Give your baby a chance. Oh, my God. Thank you, Lisa Marie. She was actually drinking? Ooh, Lord, baby. Listen, I hope not. But you know, that can lead to developmental issues, not being able to function in school, kidney problems. Like, it could be all kind of stuff could go on. We got to pray for that little baby. That baby started off wrong. First of all, had them to his parents. And he's somewhere in the pool, fa-la-la, with another girl. I think that was his baby mama. Wow. And then for the mama, I do too, Angel. And I think that was her mother, because they was crying and praying and carrying on. I think that was her. And I guess they was recording it for the memories, but we didn't need to see that, though. We didn't need to see that. That's a private moment. You know what else I don't like? Y'all know when I hope y'all don't do this. If y'all do, stop. When you here in Miami with the baby mama, when you go to the hospital, people take pictures of laying on the bed with the tubes and everything and the gown on. Stop doing that. Hospitalization, doctor's visits, maybe not doctor visits, but hospitalization is a private thing. Nobody wants to see you at your worst, laid up in the bed with tubes and cords and all that. Don't do that. Stop doing that. Leave some stuff private, okay? Please stop doing that. And stop. I'm going to tell y'all this. Y'all might get mad at me. Stop filming for the world to see the funeral and the body in the casket. Please stop that. Please. That's for your personal thing if that's what you need to have. Please stop that and putting it on Facebook. Please stop that. Please stop that. Please stop that. Okay? Me either, Denise. Like, he's been really showing out more on IG. Yeah, because he's a boy. See, listen. Him, what's his name? Blueface. Him. People, they marry and have relations with these people. These are people you just play with. Safari, Scrappy. They nice looking dudes, but you play with them. You don't get connected up with them like that. YouTubers and young stars like to film their entire... No, we don't want to see all that. It is creepy. It is. I don't want to see the body. Somebody, I was strolling down and somebody got a picture of the body in the casket. Stop that. That's for your memory. We don't want to see that. Yeah. I noticed about the hospital room, maybe was that the pandemic or before I left Cleveland, but I started noticing people doing that, right? I'm going to need y'all to stop doing that. Please stop doing that. That is private. I done told my kids, if I ever get sick and don't take no pictures of me, don't do that. Don't take no pictures of me. Don't come in there with no camera. I'll kick you in your damn head. Don't do that, right? That's private. You know what I'm saying? The pandemic has changed a lot of things around, y'all. Y'all do know that the pandemic ain't over. It's not a pandemic no more. It might be an epidemic now, but it's still going on. That's how they get view thoughts and said, no, I ain't doing that. It's a lot of stuff people do. Like, it's a lot of stuff people do for that. I'm going to just keep going like I'm going. You know what I'm saying? But the pandemic has made folks, it changed the world. It did change the world. And it made folks crazy, right? I hope I ain't crazy, because I could be crazy and don't know. You know what I'm saying? You could be crazy and don't know, right? I hope I ain't crazy, right? But yeah, they filmed that, her having the baby. there. Now, let me tell you what I'm pissed about. Let me tell y'all what I'm pissed about, right? Hey, Kay. I'm pissed about. Now, we talked about, I don't know, we talked about Mona said next season, right? She won't be on next season. I believe she'll be back, though, right? Bridget, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I was getting ready to say. I've lost my train of thought. So, in Cleveland, people are back to wearing masks, right? Your friend, boyfriend tested positive yesterday. See what I'm saying? It's not gone, y'all. It's not gone. Don't let nobody be up in your face. Something else that weirds me out is these people who are being mummified and yes, yes. Who's doing that? Why are they doing that? And my question is, T, when they do that, do they ever go in the ground? Do they ever get straight? Like, what do they do with them? So you on the bike, you on the motorcycles. I seen one on, I've been TikTok, IG some years ago, a couple years ago, sometime during the pandemic, and Buddy was on a motorcycle. Do they break their bones? What do they do to get them in the ground? What do they do? Somebody tell me. Do they drop them down in there? Like, what they do? Hey, Janika. That's what I want to know. What do they do with the people when they up there like that? Like that, to me, it's, we all love Lil Pookie. Everybody love Lil Pookie. And Lil Pookie always rode his motorcycle. But we want to bury you respectfully, Lil Pookie. We don't have to break your back and bones to get you down into the ground. Because how do they get in the casket? That's what I want to know. Okay, so Pookie on the bike, he's mummified. How do he get, I got to Google that. Somebody Google that. How do he get into the casket? How do they get into the casket? That's what I need to know, right? There's a lot of stupid stuff that's disrespectful to the dead. You got to respect the dead, right? Oh, I don't know if you can say that word. The unalived people. I was wondering if they are in a certain facility. Oh, in a place for all the peoples on the motorcycles. That is so retarded to me, right? So not reverent. It's when, you ever seen somebody it usually be on IG or somewhere where the person is unalive. I don't know why we start saying that. I don't know what that's about. Unalive, and they're on a motorcycle, or they sit in a chair or something. They doing what they favorite thing to do. And so my question is, okay, so Lil Pookie on a motorcycle. He at the funeral on a motorcycle. How do they get him in the ground? That's the question. And T said maybe they have a facility for the folks that's not buried in a casket. I got to find that out. I am going to Google that. Don't let me forget, Nick. Email me, T. Y'all do something. Inbox me something so I don't forget it. Because I'll forget it. I'll forget that. But I want to know that. I'm curious now. I want to know that, right? But anyway, what I'm upset about, and this, I'm upset about it. I'm upset about it. So Mona Scott, she said she handled it. First of all, I didn't like that. Thanks, Nick. But the fact that Scrappy got on there looked like he was about crying. Thank you, T. Because Erica, he said that it was scripted and the producers made her do that and so on and so forth. No. And even if they did, why are you jumping on the bandwagon for Erica? I just saw before I got on here that Safari was begging Mona to let her back on the show. Did it say crying? He just said begging for her to come back. Now, maybe he doing that because he know if the less money she have, the more he got to put out. But she on Tubi, she'll be all right. Hey, Michelle. But what I didn't understand is why y'all don't have Spice back. Yeah, Spice is a mean girl and all this and all that, but she's still a black girl. She's still a black girl. This is bigger than Spice. This is for all of us. Yeah. Standing on the stage. Child, it is weird, ain't it, Janika? Like, let him go. Let him rest in peace. He ain't, in my opinion, he ain't resting in peace. If he on a motorcycle, he on stage, he's sitting at the card table. See, like I seen a lady at a table or something. They not at peace, y'all. They can't be. You got them sitting up. They don't want to be there. They did that already. They tired. But anyway, Scrappy and Safari telling the peoples that, mad at the peoples. Now, this is what I want to know, because I know it's going to happen, right? That's right. Because I believe it's a suspension, or either they're going to put her on Miami. Wherever Safari go, that's where she going to be. Now, he in Miami. She done had him in New York, Atlanta, and Miami, right? Listen, if she come back, my question is, the castmates, the black female castmates, how are they going to react? He went back and tried to make it right. Oh, he did? What'd he say, girl? Cause I know the people jumped out because I was like, Scrappy, I like you. Don't make me not like you. Don't make me. Don't make me. Hey, Lorraine. Oh, he did try to make it right, huh? Cause that's stupid. I hope his mama them told that. Cause what you taking up for her for? You didn't take up for Spice. You know what I'm saying? You got to be held accountable. See, these generations now don't believe in holding themselves accountable and don't believe in there's consequences to your actions. By when people mention your kids, if they mention my kids, they mention my kids. If that had been me, I would have had the same response I have now. If that had been, if I was Spice, or let's say, but she didn't mention her kids. She said she was not a good parent. She said nothing about the child. She said, she said your son don't like you. Your son don't like you, right? But when you arguing, but you have to. The racial slurs, that's not part of the argument. When you argue, you argue. You can talk about your mama, the kid. We might talk about everybody. But the racial slurs don't go into that. Not from a non-black person. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. And I believe that she was doing that to Safari in that house. I believe the N-word flipped out of her mouth in that house. You can't tell me that it didn't. Right? So, no. People feel to realize you can argue without using race. That's it. Yeah. You can. Hey, Nikita. The racial slurs is wrong, especially because I looked at somebody's comments on some blogger or YouTuber, and they was listing all the things she had said. They had it listed what she had said, right? Gloves off. People get upset about talking about kids. It's the same thing you talk about people, mama. I don't know. Argument is an argument. A fight is a fight. The racial slurs is a no. If you talk about my kids, I'm going to talk about yours. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to get all in an uproar. I'm just going to talk about yours. I'm going to throw it back. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to throw it back. Little ugly ass JoJo. You know what I'm saying? Oh, never hit it, me. I'm going to just throw it back, right? But see, Erica was always volatile. If y'all watched her on New York, she was always volatile, right? They wanted to give her a pass. No, ain't no pass. You can't. No. Because the monkey is just like saying the N-word to me. Because I was called that as a kid. So I really take offense to that. You know what I'm saying? I was a little black skinny girl. I take offense to that. The little black skinny girl with the big lips. No. Ain't no pass for that. Now, like I said, I want to know what Rashida, Sierra, who else on the show? Yandy. What y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna welcome her back with open arms? Is that what y'all gonna do? Because I ain't heard no outcry from y'all. First of all, it was filmed a year ago, 8 months, 7 months, long time ago. Y'all watched it, edited it, and all of that. Right? Now, we do see in the upcoming, they come on tonight. Do it come on tonight? No, that's Miami come on. I think come on tomorrow night. That Kirk said, had something to say. But Kirk is an older gentleman. He's 50 plus. So, he got a little better understanding. If they let her get away with this, there's no telling what she will say next. Yeah, of course. Of course. Because I believe she's going to come back to Atlanta. Now, if something happens and she moves, she'll be in Miami. Because they say she in Miami now. That's what somebody in the comments said. I don't know if it was my comments or somebody else's comments. Say she in Miami. But the fact that you Negroes is vying for her. So what did Scrappy say? How did he take that back? What did he say? That's what I want to know. I ain't been, I ain't been a little busy. I ain't been on the page. What did he say? You know what I'm saying? What did he say to redeem himself? And let me tell you what a lot of people, and I guess if you're young, maybe you don't know. I don't understand why you don't know, but maybe you don't. A lot of people, and some of my subscribers was like, they don't understand what was wrong about that. 3 months ago. So that ain't that far away. Okay? Regardless, they all seen it. Y'all all seen it. That they didn't understand what was wrong. And I had to explain to one of my subscribers that it is a racial derogatory slur. And we're not using that. We're not accepting that. And you can't say that to us. So, you just can't do that, right? And in case y'all didn't know, ask your grandparents, ask your great aunties, ask your mama and them. Your mama and them should know why we cannot use certain terms, why people cannot use certain terms in speaking to us. Now, everybody got their rights covered. LGBTQ, you can't call them the F word, but they want to keep calling us cis, sus, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? But us, we've got to fight white folks. We got to fight transgenders and the gay community. We got to fight black men. You know what I'm saying? We got to fight the Latina women's. We tired of that. You got to give us some respect at some point, and we need our black men to stand with us. We need our black sisters to stand with us. And evidently, it's all about a coin. I get that it's all about money, but at some point, you got to stand for something. And that's for everybody on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta and Love and Hip Hop, all the other Love and Hip Hops. You got to stand for something. If Latinas are mixing and entertaining with you all, it should be some respect. You know what I'm saying? Because it's bigger than just she said it to Spice, and she said it to all of us. She called all of us monkeys, in case nobody don't understand that. She called us all monkeys. She called us all monkeys, right? So it's bigger than just Spice. She has nothing. That's what I said. She has always have been. Yeah, it wouldn't have got that far for me. Well, for me, they stepped in right away. But like Spice said, I had seen an Instagram way back, a few weeks back, a month ago. Spice Instagram and said it's on site when I see Erica. And I was trying to figure out what happened, right? And then I forgot about it. But this was like a month or so ago. She said it's on site when I see Erica. You know what you did. Matter of fact, she might have said it, did a live and said it. Like, Erica, you know what it is. And it's on site when I see you, right? I was like, oh, I wonder what happened. Then I forgot about it. That's what happened. Right? And Spice is already she's a very pretty, dark-skinned, beautiful skinned woman, right? But she suffers from being dark, right? She don't want to be dark. I wish I was black like that, right? Have y'all seen that chocolate African girl? I think she's a model, and she be on, I think it's on TikTok or IG, and be putting makeup on her. The black skin is beautiful to me, right? So, Erica's known for saying racist comments. Yeah, she do. Yeah, she do. That's what I'm saying. Because that's what would have happened. But like I said, they stepped in front of her. Because if it had been me, I'd have socked her. She tried, even though Spice tried. But Shekinah, that's the other one. So I want to know how Shekinah, Rashida, Sierra, Yandy, and who else is on there, how they gonna, how y'all gonna receive her if she comes back to Atlanta? How y'all receiving her? Because you couldn't come back. You couldn't come back. I wouldn't film with you. They would have to take a stand with Mona and whoever the executives are of that show. And the fact that Mona said handled and that was that. That wasn't cool. What you thought that was slick, Mona? You thought that was cool? We need more than that than handled. We need more than that. We needed more than that. We needed a statement. First of all, they should have did like BET did and make a statement on right before that episode. They put a statement out there before they show the episode. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So, Mona should have said something, because she's the HNIC, right? They are employed by her. So she should have said something. She should have corrected that when they looked at the film and said, oh, no, what? You shouldn't have had to got this far. We wasn't supposed to know about it until on IG or something, or TikTok. We weren't supposed to know about it. We was not supposed to know about it. So we'll see how it happens. But y'all mark my word, they're going to try to bring her back. And if them girls now as much as I love to watch all that ratchetness, I'm going to stop watching it. Because if them girls on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta receive her, what I like to know, Bambi, she's another one. What Bambi got to do? Bambi check her? Bambi black, am I right? Ain't Bambi black? She light-skinned, but she black, right? She ain't mixed with nothing, is she? Did she call the phone and be like, girl, because let's say it was me and my Latina friend, right? I'd have been like, girl, you messed up, right? You got to make that right. And then Erica still ain't saying nothing because she's standing on it. She drew a line and she's standing over there on that line. She's standing on that. Hey, Gail, she can never come back from this. Someday when we are no longer talking about this, someone's going to run into her and say, yep. You know them girls who killed that girl over in Mexico somewhere, they jumped on them. Like people, they are regular people that is going to see you. You know what I'm saying? And then I've seen in some comments that they're saying, Tubi, what you gonna do? They want to get her off of Tubi. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, Bambi was just arrested fighting. Right. I know. But what I'm saying is, so, okay, yeah. So that already happened. So they still cool. They still cool. They still cool. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I would have had to call my girlfriend. I don't even know if I would have dealt with my girlfriend because this is how I feel. If you call her a monkey, you think I'm a monkey. Or it's like they say she's just a colorist. I don't know. She just want the money. Mm-hmm. Well, that's obvious now. That's obvious now. That's obvious. You know. So we'll see. But y'all mark my word. She's gonna be back on there, and I'm gonna see how they act then. Anyway, y'all. A happy note. Country Wayne, who I'm so proud of, I've been watching him from the beginning, is got a Netflix special. I don't know if it's out yet, but it's coming. He has a Netflix special. I am proud of him. I'm proud of Jess Hilarious. I'm proud of Tim Bay. And I'm proud of the little dude, the little black dude in Mississippi. What's his name? He got his mama, his girl be on the phone behind the camera. They real country. And now his mama's in the skits with him. All of those people who have made themselves famous and made a name for themselves on IG during the pandemic. I'm happy for them people. I'm really, really happy for them people. During the pandemic, I went to see Tim Bay in South Carolina, right? And it was a good show. You know what I'm saying? And it would have been better if you know, I had been with somebody, but I went by myself. But I'm happy for them. Yeah, he made a statement. Yeah, he won. And what did he say? Because I heard he was begging Mona for her to get her job back. What did Safari say? Y'all still ain't tell me what Scrappy said. What Scrappy said, what Safari said. Type it in the comments, y'all. Type it in the comments for me, right? Now, let me get down to it. Oh, you know what else I seen? Begging. That's what I heard. That's what I heard. I'm sick of these Negroes. Of Country Ways, it was taped here. Oh, of course you was, Bridget. Really? So when does it air, Bridget? You just put up with Scrappy said, when did it air, Bridget? When does it air? I went to see Country Wayne in Cleveland before I left Cleveland. I went to see him in Cleveland. He gives a good show. I had tickets to see Jess Hilarious when I was in Charlotte. And I didn't go because the pandemic had spooked me out so, and I already went to see hey program. I got some questions. I'm glad you on here. It airs in May. Okay. So listen. Program. Is Townsend Lori Harvey's daddy? And is Townsend the cousin to the other man that went to the penitentiary? Please help me out. I was Googling last night. It was so much stuff on Google that I didn't know what was what. I'm getting ready to right now. Okay, so he's not the daddy. But does he have kids with Marjorie? Oh, it's already on Netflix. Oh, I gotta watch it. Yeah. Now, so explain to me, program. His other kids, besides Lori, the other kids is his. Who is his kids? Because I saw your video. He said he had kids with Marjorie. So I'm trying to figure out who is the kid. Because I know Marjorie got 3 kids. Lori's father, cousin. Okay, before she married Jimmy. Wait, I'm confused. Hold on, slow down. Big Boom said he is the. I seen that, but I don't know if I believe that. Okay, now. So Townsend got kids with Marjorie, right? Because he said it. Now, the 2 cousins ain't no kin to Jim Townsend. Marjorie dated Lori's father's cousin before she married Jimmy. So she was married to Jimmy. Okay. So is the other 2 kids Jimmy's kids? Her older 2. Oh, the older 2. Okay, gotcha. Okay. That's what I needed to know. Because I Googled it, and I was like, who was Lori's father? First they said they didn't know, then they said it was the other man. Okay, so the other 2 kids is... Wait a minute. So Steve adopted his kids so was they able to do that? Why were they able to do that? Because he was in the penitentiary? Oh, wow. Somebody adopt your kids and give them their name and you still alive? Lori's dad and his cousin are not related. Okay, gotcha. Okay, got that part. Okay. I knew you would be able to clarify. I was up last night. My eyes was almost crossed trying to figure that out. Because everybody, all the bloggers are saying stuff. So I said, I'm going to go to Google. The daughter was not adopted. So I thought they said Steve adopted all three of her kids. He only adopted, what he just adopted? Two? The son was 17 when he changed his name. Changed his name to what, Harvey? So, but because it keeps saying in Google that he adopted all of her kids. So how many of her kids did he adopt? You know, the older daughter was not adopted. So she got 4 kids? I'm confused. Because they keep saying Steve adopted 3 of her kids. So confusing. Such a quagmire. Oh, he changed his name to Harvey. Oh, they were adults when he adopted them except for Lori. Oh, 3 kids, the internet. Okay, that's what I thought because the internet was telling me confusing stuff. So they were some adults when that's what I thought, that they was adults. I actually thought Lori was adult, but she was 10 or whatever because she's 26 now. There's not much involved. Okay, so Townsend has 2 kids with her. Wow. But the cousins that she get with, they was cousins. They ain't got no kin to Jimmy, but she was married to Jimmy. Okay, I got it. Okay. All right, I got it. So she was with 3 kingpins, the 2 cousins and Jimmy. Okay, got it. All right, I got it. And okay, got it. All right, I was waiting on you so I can ask. Because last night I was trying to figure that out, and the internet was telling me different stuff. Bloggers was telling me different stuff. That's why I went to the internet. I was like, them people don't know them people. Let me go to the Google. And Google was telling me different, once it said they don't know who Lori's father is, and in another one it said her father was the man that went to prison. Okay. I sent a little, I don't know if that's the one, because I just found out last night he had a YouTube channel, but ain't Margie from Memphis? Who on here from Memphis? Program from Memphis. I sent a little piece of it. He said Marjorie messed up his family. He said they got cousins that ain't talking. The kids ain't talking to each other. Thank you, Gail. They got cousins that are not talking to each other. They said she's messed up their family, right? That's what he said. She's messed up the family, right? Then I watched the interview with Michael B. Jordan that said she run the house. You know what I'm saying? Listen, and I told y'all Steve didn't have no prenup. He has no prenup. But I'm going to say this. He's 66, she 59. They too old to be cheating, right? Townsend said that Margie does not have anything to do with her oldest daughter kids, only her son. That's what he said. I saw that. And I didn't have an understanding because she was like, he said she don't have nothing to do with the other one. Like, why? And he said she had a foundation for girls and ain't fooling with certain girls, her grandgirls, their grandgirls, right? Steve is tired. He ain't getting ready to date no more. He's satisfied with Marjorie. He been wanting her, because what I'm finding out now is they been knew each other before they got together. And the second wife said he cheated on her with Marjorie. So I thought he seen her one day, ooh, I like her, and then got to kicking it with her after the second wife. This was happening years before. Supposedly, allegedly, Marjorie said, your bank ain't big enough right now. He got his bank big, then he went back for her. Now, where Big Boom fall in is he's the bodyguard and a personal chef. They met while she was with Jimmy. Okay. All right. So Marjorie, this is what I'm gonna say, y'all. I don't dislike Marjorie. I don't even know her, but I'm just saying I've been in the streets. I know the streets. She's a street girl, right? She like dudes to get money in the streets, right? She older now. She didn't hit the big bag. That's what it is with Steve, right? I don't really think she cheated. It makes sense for her to have cheated with Big Boom. He the bodyguard. He always around. He the personal chef. He's also Steve's friend. But Steve ain't fired him. I don't believe he fired. Y'all heard anything about a firing? Like I said, Steve got on stage and said, I'm fine, she fine, we all fine. Yeah, they say, now Google said 59. I don't know how Google said 59, but then I seen something else on Google said she was 54. So I think if let's say Steve's he doesn't look like her type. Steve don't look like her type. See, when you a gold digger, when you a street ball, the type is money. The type, the look is money. I don't believe there's a certain look. It's money is the look, right? They said Steve knew about the affair and forgave Margie because she was having male. Now see, boom, boom. That's what I was just getting ready to say. This what I was just getting ready to say. Money is a type, exactly. Listen, I said if Steve's situation ain't situating, right? He might have told her go on head on. Or I ain't saying he told her because a man's pride is in there. But I'm saying he probably forgave her because do y'all remember a few years back they said something was going on, but then it went away, right? Boom doesn't look like Boom. Yeah, he don't look like a type. Okay. He's a big dude. I don't know who wants a big giant dude like that, right? I think yeah. I don't know who wants a big, but money is her type, right? She's a gold digger from the streets. Money is her type. Trust me, I know, right? And if she's able to look at him and if she's able to tolerate his looks, that's it. Boom looked like he wouldn't be her type. Boom used to be a stripper and a pimp. Yeah, that's real weird. He was a stripper too? Is that why he was on that horse like that? He was a stripper? Y'all playing with me, right? He was a stripper? Oh, that's so funny to me. That's really funny to me. Okay, he was a stripper. All right. Let me tell y'all something. Strippers and pimps, right? Pimps are real women in my opinion. Okay, I've just program. We here, right? Pimps have feminine energy, and so do stripper men, right? He ain't gonna be okay, but let me tell you what I think. Steve done been married twice. He done wrote all these books. He's the expert on dating and on marriages and relationships and all that. His pride ain't gonna let him let her go. Yeah, we do program. His pride ain't gonna let her go. That's because we the same age range. His pride ain't gonna let her go, right? Because he done talked all about, he done put people together, What? He too big to be moving around like that. But his pride is not gonna let Marjorie go like that. Plus, they got a prenup. I mean, they don't have a prenup. So Marjorie's gonna get everything. See, Steve is not, let me tell y'all something. Steve is not gonna be able to let her go and watch her and take half his money and watch her go off and have a good time with somebody else. That would kill him. He can't do that. He can't take that. Now, listen, there's a video where he was playing. He said he was playing, but that was what his true heart felt. He was like, Marjorie, mine. I don't know if it was an award show or somewhere. He was up on the podium and she was sitting down. And he was like, that's mine. She mine. She belonged to me. And I'll kill everybody in here about her. Yeah. It doesn't make no sense to divorce at 66. He gonna have to deal with that. Now, he's adopted all her kids. Now, for me, I'm still on that. I would have a problem if I was the biological kids and you went and adopted them. Because now, let's say something do happen to Steve. We don't want nothing to happen to Steve. Then they got to divvy up, and Margie's going to be in control of everything. And then they might, I don't like that. And said they're not having issues and are good. Yeah, I saw it. Yeah. Listen. Marjorie did what she was supposed to do. But for the life of me, I don't understand why Steve didn't get no prenup. I don't get that part. That part I don't get. Because when you look at Marjorie, she looked like a street broad from back in the day. From the 60s. She looked like she looked like that. You know what I'm saying? Steve was going to divorce Marjorie due to her cheating and spending all his money. He gave her free reign to the money. I've heard him say that several times. See, Steve is acting like an old man now. He acting like an old man. He's giving her free reign to the money, right? He can't take back any of the things he said, about, think like a man, all that stuff he just said about relationships, all that. He got to stand on what he's standing on now. He married Marjorie. He got to stand on that now, right? He's got to stand on that. He's got to stand on that. And again, because I've had my guy friends tell me this, Margie's a beautiful woman. She light skinned, she green eyes, she bow legged or something. She got long legs. That Steven won't one of them all his life. He got her. He ain't gonna let her go. I was living with her brother-in-law, Jimmy's brother, when all of this began. Ow! What? Let me read that one more time. I'm putting my whole opinion in my book. I was living with her brother-in-law, Jimmy's brother, when all of this began. So you and her were sister-in-laws. Yep, sister-in-laws. Exclusive. Now, when you get ready, when you make your book, I'm interviewing you. Me. I got the exclusive. I see if the kid's there when I'm living anymore. Okay, then adopted. But there's, yeah. This shit went from Shirley Strawberry. Almost. Same thing if y'all was going together. Y'all was going with brothers. She was married to one. You was going with one. Same thing. And you was living with them. Common law. Y'all was sister-in-laws. You was, oh, come on with the tea. This is going to be my first interview, y'all. When I get all my situation, you know, I'm by myself and it's hard to do a lot of things. But when I get some money, when I get to the StreamYard, and when I get ready to interview, the program going to be my first person I interview. Yes, you do. Programs are mine. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Yes. 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 Look at that. You got my first interview. Promise. Okay. All right. All right. I'll be ready too. I'm like, ooh. First interview. Because I know you follow other people, and I'm, you know, but I want the first one. I got deals on that because, you know, we the same sort of kind of. Ah, yeah. I'm about, I want to say a third, but it could be a half. Way done. I'm going to get a lot done this week now that I moved and everything, and I got peace over here. I don't start work till Friday, so the next 4 days I'm going to be doing that. What's the day? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Next 3 days. Next 3 days. I go to work Friday. Now, y'all, my first 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you 4 chapters into 10. Okay, that's good. That's good. My book is going to be pretty big. I'm in there, but I'm at a period. I'm at a period that where it gets really interesting. So y'all think the childhood was something, and it was, and it shaped and formed me. But now I'm into the meat of it. And I had to call my girlfriend since I've been here, when I first got here, and told her what period I was at. And I said, do I tell it all or do I leave some out? She said, you got to tell it all, sis. Got to tell it all. So I'll be telling my secrets as well. You know what I'm saying? So I'm at that part, right? You know, so yeah. That's where I'm at, right? It's going to be heavy, you know, because my goal is after I write, and you know, after I write it, there's some things. So I got notebooks with notes in, some stuff I left out, right? You telling it all? I have to too, you know, and I got to prepare myself for that because it's going to be a shocker to some people. Some things that I'm going to tell is going to be a shock to some folk. Everybody, matter of fact, because nobody knows, right? So the wildest cigarette went, okay. But yeah, T. It's going to be a shocker, and I didn't know if I should tell it, but in my mind, I know I can't tell the story without telling the whole story. You know what I'm saying? I have to tell the whole story. You know what I'm saying? And because it's my testimony, so I overcame some things that folks don't know, right? So I had to tell the whole story. So I'll be telling the whole story, and it's gonna be a shocker. But like I said, I got notebooks with other notes and stuff I'd be thinking about that I didn't forget that I got to go back. So when I edit, I got to add some stuff, and then I got to add some stuff, and then after I write it and get it published, my next goal is to get a screenwrite. JacQuie, leave some out for the part 2 or the sequel. Well, I'm living part 2 now. I have to get that part out because I'm living part 2 now. I'm actually going to stop at probably my move to Charlotte. You know what I'm saying? When I leave Cleveland. And this is why I probably won't ever go back. Like, a few people very close to me have died. I haven't went back, not because I just didn't want to go back. Probably it was financial, but I really have no desire to go back to Cleveland, none. So that's where it's going to end. So this is a chapter. This is the next chapter when I moved to Charlotte the first time. So and I got a lot of stuff to write about. My move, dating, and all that kind of stuff, right? So it's a lot, y'all. It's heavy, and I'm better. I'm able to talk about it. I just couldn't. I'm able to write about it. I couldn't. When I did them little excerpts, I can't do that because that shit stays on me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm able to write it, but I can't talk it right now, right? And maybe once I get the book done, then I'll be able to speak it. But I can't really speak it right now. Because it stays on me for days, right? Because I went through some things that nobody ain't raped me or nothing like that, but the other mentally traumatic stuff I have been through from childhood up until this point, right, is heavy. You know what I'm saying? And most people don't survive that healthily. Is healthily a word? In a healthy way, I should say that, right? And it's now without the use of drugs and alcohol and cigarettes and all those things that we use to make us feel better, it's without the use of that. I do, and I know that, right? So, y'all gonna make me cry, but this is the reason why I had to leave my house, because, yeah, that's why. I have to protect myself. First of all, I couldn't think I couldn't function. I've never been in a state where I couldn't think or function, but maybe because I'm getting older or something like that. I don't know what it is. But I know that the closer I get to my goal or the closer I get to greatness, the more BS come upon me, right? And the demons walk right up to me. Hello. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in a peaceful place. In my friend Jeanette's house, I'm in a very, very peaceful place. Very, very peaceful. Very, very peaceful, right? And I will be able to do what I need to do. You know what I'm saying? And I know I got to protect myself because I know that, right? And I'm telling you, when I got here, I've thought about it because that's where I'm at this part where it's going to get heavy. And folks don't know it. And it's going to be heavy. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Yeah, you're right, Nick. And you're right. That's why I know it's getting ready to go up for me. I have... I have a few regrets in life, but I can't change that shit. All I can do is, go forward, right? And this is gonna be the best chapter of my life. This is it, right? Because let me tell y'all something. I moved to Atlanta, for my daughter, and I want to be in Atlanta. Okay, it's a lot of stuff to do, but it's a lot there that anyway, I'm here. And since I've been here, it has been so easy for me. That lets me know I ain't had no business leaving. This is where I wanted to be, where I told myself and God 20 years ago, this is what I want to do. I want to move to Charlotte. Then I get to Charlotte and leave. When I get back, it's just as easy as it was for me before when I came, right? Atlanta was too difficult. This is where I was supposed to be. Yeah, the more challenges, exactly. You know what I'm saying? So, listen, I'm all in starting tomorrow morning. Oh, what I was getting ready to tell y'all is I'm changing the time for the lives. Initially it's going to be at 8, and it's still going to be at 8. But Friday, Saturday, and Sunday I work, and I'm going to be there longer than what I thought. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday I may not go live. And then I'll go live because they said we got to be there a longer period of time, and that's going to be too late into the night, right? But Monday, it'll be back to 8 o'clock. Easy makes the difference in grace, being in a place or not at times. Yeah. So that's what it is. I'm trying to do all the things that I didn't want to do, that I always wanted to do. And like I said, moving to Charlotte was something I never told anyone. It was just in the back of my head. I want to go to Charlotte, right? I want to move. Well, not Charlotte, to the Carolinas. I just didn't know exactly where until I started doing my research. I wanted to go to Carolina, specifically South Carolina, because it's further south, right? South Carolina, when I went to visit, was a little too country for me. So I went back to the drawing board and decided upon Charlotte because I didn't want to be on the coast. Thank you, Gail. I didn't want to be on the coast where they have all these hurricanes and all kind of water, wind stuff. So, and I didn't want to be at the top of the Carolinas because I thought it was too white, right? And so I settled on Charlotte. So, but I did all this research for 2 years, and then get here and then leave. I ain't had no business leaving. That's what the lesson was. You ain't had no business leaving. That's what God said. Get your ass back here. You ain't had no business leaving. And I'm cool with that. You know, like I said, I'm in a peaceful place. My friend has been very, very gracious, very, very gracious. And this is a difference for me because I'm living with someone. I've never done that ever in my life. Never, right? And I had some trepidation about that within myself. Not that my friend put it on me, what I brought with myself about that, right? I had to get over that, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I'm good. I'm good, y'all. Once tomorrow morning come, I got anxiety about it, but once tomorrow morning come and I cut off all the utilities and email my property manager that I'm no longer there and I'm breaking the lease and da-da-da-da-da and peace. That's it. Do what you may. You know what I'm saying? Do what you may. And that's that. But anyway, y'all, the Steve Harvey, you deserve happy. You deserve help. Yeah. You know, but it was something I had never experienced, you know, to this magnitude from a friend. A man, yes. A friend, no. You know what I'm saying? Because one of my friends are just like me. They're not able to do that. You know what I'm saying? But I had to reconcile that with myself. You know what I'm saying? I had to reconcile, like, JacQuie, this is what it is. This is what it is. So that's what it is. Cut all the noise. Exactly. When I tell y'all I sleep, y'all ever went to a hotel or been out of town somewhere and you wake up started like, where am I? I ain't had none of that. It's just as comfortable. I never had it from a friend either. Only men. Yeah, only men. You know, we the same program. Only men. You know what I'm saying? And so it's quite refreshing. It's different. And, you know, I got to deal with me with that because my friend ain't showed me nothing, you know, but goodness. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at with that. You know what I'm saying? It continues to show me. You know what I'm saying? And I went out. Y'all seen that video? Those were her friends that are going to be my friends, right? But I had such a good time with them. Such a good time. You know what I'm saying? That's God. Okay. I had such a good time with them. You know what I'm saying? Planning things to do. They like to do fun stuff like I do. Like I had a really good time with them ladies. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, this is where I'm supposed to be. And however it is, when I get situated, then I'll move on. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Golden. And that's just what it is, y'all. But let me tell you what else I got to talk about. We didn't talk about Steve and Marjorie. The coup de grace. So I watched, she is a jewel. Absolutely, y'all. Absolutely she is. Absolutely she is, program. No, Erica ain't made no statement. That's what I'm saying. She ain't made no statement. That's what I'm telling y'all. She's standing on what she said. She drew the line and she's standing over there with it. She ain't made no statement. No. She don't care. That's her deep down feeling. She don't care. You know what I'm saying? She don't care. She want us to know that we monkeys. All right? Let me tell y'all. So y'all have been asking me about the Derek Jackson and the Danae Jackson interview, right? With the guy, My Future Wifey. My Future Wifey, that's the name of the podcast. I forget his name, but it's the name of the podcast and the YouTube channel is My Future Wifey, right? He's a Christian guy. You know, I wasn't hip to him till I started, you know, watching them. Took me 2 days to watch them because both of them have 2 parts and they're an hour and some change apiece, right? Will you be able to get your old place back? What old place? In Atlanta? What old place? Cleveland, I sold my house. And Atlanta, no, I don't want to go back. They only make statements to avoid getting fired. She fired, and yes, that's her. Yeah, they're my real feelings. Yeah. Oh, my old place in Charlotte. I don't want to be. That's Gastonia. You know, we didn't have that conversation about Gastonia, but I don't want to be back there anyway. I don't want to go back. I'm going to be in Charlotte. Gastonia is quite different from Charlotte. Gastonia. When I moved to Gastonia, it was everything I asked God for, a safe environment. That it was, right? It's safe where I'm at now, but it was a safe environment. You can leave your car running, you can leave your keys in the car, leave your purse in the car, leave your door open. That's what it was, right? But I am in Charlotte now. I am in Charlotte, closer to Mount Holly, but I'm in Charlotte. You know, it's a vast difference, right? It's a difference. So no, I don't want it back. I want to be in Charlotte. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a quite a difference, Bridget. But anyway, so I watched Danae Jackson's interview with the guy. He interviewed her well, and I watched Derek Jackson's another good interview, right? And he did it in two parts, right? Now, Danae Jackson, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I think those Jacksons are scammers. She's the puppet, and he's the puppeteer. Do you think they still? Because they still married. You think they're scammers? You think they scammers program? Because let me tell you. Now you done make me think another way. Now, but let me tell you. Before she interviewed, they are working together. Y'all think so? What they getting out of? People sending the money? What they getting out of? Because he said he don't do branding stuff. He do his own thing. Oh, you think so? Well, look at here. I thought, as when she got cheated on, she was sitting there with that. It looked like a bonnet, but it was a tam. She explained all that. So I've been paying attention to me either. And the only reason why I did because you all asked me to. $4,000, but anybody would buy that. Nobody gonna buy that class, right? Is it $4,000 or $400? It's $4,000. Really, 4,000 or 400? I can see 400, but 4,000. Well, listen, she was looking very pretty. The interviewer had got her makeup artist and got her together, right? Even she's a nice looking woman anyway. And he said, definitely working together. She was charging $6,000. $6,000. What? Now I'm all ready to give him a nice commentary. All right, let me go ahead with my commentary. So anyway, she is very pretty. So anyway, she talked about, girl, we talking about, Gail, we talking about Janaea Jackson, Derek Jackson, the relationship guru. She don't need to be teaching anything. Right. So listen. Ooh, that just blew my mind. Scammers. Because listen, I'm going to talk about her, then I'm going to talk about his interview, and then I'm going to put it all together because now y'all say they scammers. I got something to say about that. So her interview, the guy said he thought like I thought that she was crazy because I thought she was a religious fanatic. There's a thing called a religious fanatic, right? And I thought that's what she had become because dude had drove her crazy. I have watched a man drive a woman crazy before. I know what it looked like, right? So I just thought that's what it was. So of course, she turned to the Lord. She turned to the Lord. That's what we do when we're in times of trouble. And that's what she did, right? But she became a fanatic in my mind. She was a fanatic, right? Well, the guy that was interviewing said he watched her. He talked to her several times, like 2 or 3 times before he interviewed her because he wanted to make sure she was sane, right? And then once he started talking to her, he realized she was okay, right? So they interviewed her. Got her a makeup artist, got her together, right? She sat up there very poised, legs crossed, talked real well, right? Now, he asked all the questions. She started from when they was 19, when they was in college, so on and so forth, right? And he had always been cheating, but he liked her. She said after they met, it was in a week, they was in love. They was holding hands, they was in love. That was it. You one for me, I'm the one for you, we together, right? But she went to a party 2 weeks before they made it official or whatever. She went to a party and she was, I don't know if you can say the word, she was sexually assaulted. I don't know if you can say that either, but y'all know what I'm trying to say. She was sexually assaulted at the party, right? Now, right there is where she went wrong. She never told him or anybody. So she took that trauma with her into that relationship. She was traumatized by that. So you like this guy, you cool with him, but she having, I'm going to call them mood swings, right? Sometimes you want him to touch you, sometimes you don't. But he don't understand because you ain't never told him, right? So he couldn't understand the push and the pull, the push and the pull, right? Not saying he had a right to do that, but when she would do that, he would, that's when he would go off with other people. That was his excuse, right? But let me just stay on her right now. So he didn't know that she had been, that had happened to her. He said till 5 years in. I guess when they start having therapists and stuff, right? So, she said when they were dating, they would have off periods, of course, right? They was young. And he would she would see the women going in and out, and she would see him going in and out. He was doing what a 19, 20, 21-year-old do, right? Um, and so um, that went on, and they would be back and forth and back and forth. But they loved each other, but it was back and forth because she couldn't deal with the cheating. So y'all know as women, when they cheat, the trust is gone. It's hard to get that back. I've heard people say, they worked on it. I don't know how they do that. I don't know how they do that because I'll never trust you again. And if you can't trust you, I ain't got no business being together, right? So I don't know how people do that. I don't know how that happens. I don't know how that works. I think he would have to be very loving or something. I don't know what he'd have to be because I've never experienced that. I've never experienced me forgiving somebody for the cheat. So I don't know what that feels like. But she was talking. Then he said, well, explain what you had on your head. He said, was it a bonnet or was it a tam? She said it was a tam. And she said they had just come back from a funeral. His stepfather, who was like his father, had passed, or uncle, one of them, somebody close to him, had passed, and they had just come back, and she just found out she was pregnant. And she's an introvert. She had never, she was trying to save the bag because he was the relationship guru. So she's gonna sit with her man and be by his side and save the bag, right? She had never did anything like that before. She didn't know what to expect. She said, that's why y'all see me just sitting there with my eyes open, just sitting there. Because all these things was going on in her head. She just got back with her husband because she had been gone for 8 months I think she lived in Denver with her mama. I think Denver, somewhere far away with her mama, right? So, she was confused. She's been pregnant. The man cheating, he ain't acting right. He's living with mom. Mama at home saying, don't go back with that man. I don't like him. All the stuff going on, right? So that happened. So she explained that. And then, she explained how she kept going and coming back. Now, she said she was broke up when he proposed. They were broke up. He went to her mama, who didn't like him, and asked for her hand in marriage. So now, if he been cheating with all these women and he picked you think you won, right? And she was young. You think you won, right? Because she's only 33 now. They're only 33 now. So that's how that happened. Now, she says when she doing all this pain, she sought out religion, right? So she sought out therapists, trauma therapists, marriage counselors, spiritual counselors, pastors, preachers, all this stuff, right? And she was new at it. So she was doing what she thought she was supposed to do. Okay? To us, it looked like she was crazy. That's what it looked like to us, right? To me, it looked like she was a religious fanatic. Because I've seen them. I know some in real life. So that's what I thought she was, right? And I've seen, like I told you, I've seen men make women crazy. I had a friend years ago. Her dude drove her absolutely into the nut house, literally, right? And she was never right after that. She overcame it, but she was never right after that, right? And they had kids and all that, everything. And he kept cheating. He just kept cheating. He was just doing what he wanted to do, And they eventually separated or whatever, but she endured that for a long period of time. She lost her mind, and she never really came back. Okay? So that's what I thought was happening with Denia. She just lost her mind. Poor thing, right? Looks like she has multiple personalities. Well, hold that thought. So she's smart and she's calculated, right? So I gave her grace because if I'm in love with somebody, we done made all these plans. This is my life partner. We gonna skip on to the rainbow, and he keep cheating. He keep coming. I keep letting him back. He keep cheating, right? And not only that, he had a business. He said he was in 7 figures. That's what he said. So, he had been doing all this. He said, I forgot what he said he started off with first. He didn't start off with relationships first. I forgot what he said he started off with. But still a little nuts, rightfully so. Yeah, rightfully so. So, she told her story. She told it eloquently. And then after, when she finished telling it, I felt a different way about her. I felt that she was hurt, humiliated. Just imagine your husband is the dude. And she said she's an introvert. She's always be with herself and all like that. And then they get all this money, figure out what the course is about. Exactly. And she had never been in a big house. You know, he was getting 7 figures. They was in a big house. She said she couldn't clean a big house. It was hard for her to take care of the kids. He had told her he would do anything he could for her to be happy, right? But guys don't seem to understand when you cheat, it's your heart is broken, and no amount of money can fix that. I watched her whole interview, not his. He came in looking for sympathy. Yeah, and that's why I didn't want to watch his. And the only reason why I watched his because I couldn't give an accurate commentary if I didn't watch his. So that's why I watched his, right? Now they and in both interviews he correlated with what she said, except he was trying to be. This is the reason why I cheated because she didn't. She cheated with him, huh? Yeah, they said they was on a break or something. But he was trying to justify in a nice kind of way why he was doing what he was doing because she wasn't paying him no attention and no affection, no emotion, none of that. She was distant. But he needs to I guess he do now, understand that when you cheat, it hurts us all over. It hurts us in different kind of ways. And we can't reciprocate whatever it is you're looking for. We can't give it to you because it's going to come out angry. It's going to come out mad. It's going to come out hostile. She slept with other women. Now, so they asked her, he asked her, because she said she memorized these ladies' bodies. I guess she found some tapes or something, videos or something. She memorized their bodies and what they was doing so she could do what they was doing because she was trying to hold on to her man. Can y'all imagine that? You trying to emulate somebody else that's having sex with your man and you keep watching it. She said she knew their bodies better than she knew her own. That was something. So when she slept with other women with him. Now, neither one of them didn't say that. What? She was there. I didn't get that understanding when I watched the interview. She was there. Because I was under the impression she kept looking at it. You know, that's what I thought. Because how you going to study somebody's body and you know their body better than yours if you got to see them more than once, right? What? You know, these men is making women gay. You can't make me gay. I don't like women. I don't like ussy. I don't like itties. I don't like none of that. Get it away from me before I punch you in the eye. I don't like none of that. And I'm offended if you ask me to do that. She even said she and other women would pass each other on it. Yeah, she said that. Now, he says that never happened. But she said that because she knew when it was her turn. She knew when it was her turn. You know, she had her day. Tuesdays was her day or whatever. Like, and then, you know, switch over to him. And he kept saying that he was aggressive in bed. Now, I don't know what he all was doing, but whatever it was, she couldn't handle it, right? I'm telling you, because listen, huh? I don't understand how women are accommodating the men with other women in their bed. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. No, ma'am. Mm-mm. And if that's what you want, see, these are things we talk about before. And if you bring it up after we together, I already told you, no. Certain things I ain't doing. You ain't in my butt. We ain't three-weighing or whatever you call it. What do you call it? Three-way? I don't know, I forgot what you call it. But we ain't doing none of that, right? Threesomes. Yeah, threesomes. We not doing none of that. You know, I said three-way. We ain't doing none of that, right? Because this is me and you. This is me and you, not me, you, and her. Because I know people that do that, and somebody always tip back and get with somebody. And it can ruin your relationship. I know folks like that too, right? I'm not doing that. That's goofy to me. I'm not doing that. Yeah, three-way, that I could think of it right there, because that's so out of my realm. That's so out of my realm, y'all. Let me tell y'all something funny before I get back to Derek. So it was a guy, I was getting ready to tell y'all, I forgot. It was a guy on Facebook, on the Facebook dating thing, right? Nice looking black man, like I like him. Nice looking black man, salt and pepper beard, nice looking, right? So I knew he was full of ish, but let me just see, right? So we talked briefly last night, but I really wasn't on it. You know, when I'm doing YouTube, I really ain't on it right now. I'm trying to do something else. But anyway, he called me a few times or texted me something. Because I have my phone on Do Not Disturb. There's no access to me unless I want you to have access to me right now in this period, right? So when y'all email me, I meant to tell you this, T, and everybody else that email me. It may be a few hours or another day before I see it because I have to be conscious of it and go look at it because the things that gonna come up on my phone, right? Because I'm in Do Not Disturb a lot, and I'm really in Do Not Disturb right now because I'm in a transitional period in my life, so I'm be on Do Not Disturb for a minute, right? So I meant to tell y'all that. So if I see it, but I might not see it for a day or two because T, you would send me something I didn't see it till the next day or the next day after that, right? So I ain't ignoring you. I just got to be conscious to look at my email, or conscious to look at my inbox, right? So I ain't ignoring y'all. It's just I'm on Do Not Disturb. I'm gathering my thoughts, praying, trying to do YouTube. I'm doing a lot of stuff. But anyway, so he said something to me. I said something back. So then he gave me his Facebook thing, right? Yeah. I meant to tell you that, but I forgot. I meant to tell you that because I'm definitely not ignoring you because you send good stuff. Y'all send me good stuff now. We got to talk about him in 1 minute. Remind me, T. We got to talk about little Deontay. But so anyway, thank you. So he sent me his Facebook thing. I didn't know you could do that, so you could see him on Facebook and request him and all that stuff, right? Or be their friend or whatever. So I did that, right? Now he looked like. Let me tell you what he looked like. He's a nice looking dude. He dressed nice, but he looked like I am going to cheat on you. He looks like that. Like I got a girl. I got girls. That's what he looked like, right? So anyway, I talked briefly, and then I didn't talk no more. So today, when I look at my phone, he had texted and called and inbox. He did all the things, right? I said, okay, let me call him back, see what's happening with him. So we talked briefly, but I don't know if he got a flip phone, old Android. I don't know what it was. I couldn't really hear him, right? And so he said he'll call me back. Cool. So he started sending pictures of himself. Now, he started sending the same pictures that I already see on Facebook. I'm cool on them pics, bro. Right? But I don't say nothing. I ignore them. I purposely ignored the pictures. Purposely, right? Because I'm trying to upload my videos. I'm doing stuff. And I told him, I said, I'm busy. I have a YouTube channel, so I'm not ignoring you, but I'm busy, right? So I'm doing what I'm doing. A few hours later, he said, did you like the pics? I said, yeah, right? So then he said, okay, cool. He sent me some more. All right. Now I knew where this was leading. I knew where this was leading to, right? So then he say, I'm shower fresh. Y'all with me now? Now I ain't talked to him but maybe 20 minutes, right? I don't care. I don't give a damn. So he need to learn from it. If he is, he need to learn. So he said, I'm shower fresh. This is just before I got on live. I said, oh, in my mind, okay, I don't respond, right? So the next two pictures he sent me, y'all, was DICK pics with the towel. I ain't responding. I don't plan on responding. I'm not going to block you. I used to block dudes. I'm not blocking you. I want you to know that I'm ignoring you. And sometimes I would say stuff to just say stuff because it's funny to me. I ain't say nothing. I didn't say nothing. I started to say, no, nigga, I started to say a whole bunch of stuff, right? I didn't ask for that. I ain't say nothing. I'm going to just let you sit with that. You sit right there with that. And you figure it out for yourself. Sit right there with that. I'm not blocking you. I ain't saying nothing. You're going to see me on Facebook. If you continue to be my friend, you can see me on YouTube. I'm not going to say a word. I'm going to let you just sit right there with your towel and your penis sticking out. It was sticking out just like this, y'all. I showed my friend. I was like, look at this. We ain't had no kind of way of a conversation about sex. Nothing near that, right? Yeah, I did too. Once he said, yeah, no response. Yeah, once he said, you get the pics, so now you're going to send me some more. I already knew because he dumb. Dudes are dumb. I already knew that's where he was going. I knew that's where he was going. He gonna say, I knew. I said he about to send some DICK pics now, right? So the first two was regular. He was warming me up. I was supposed to say something. I didn't say nothing. Then he said, I'm shower fresh. I still didn't say nothing. Then when I go back and look at my phone, that's what he put there. Okay, I'm gonna let you sit there with that, bro. And because I started texting, you blew it. You just blew it, but I ain't gonna do nothing. You figure that out for yourself. Yeah. I'm not interested, cuz. I'm not interested. Hey, Tiffany, I'm not interested. You know what I'm saying? I'm not interested. Now, if you was the dude that I wanted to be the sex dude, that ain't how you go about it. It's still some steps, sir. It's still some steps. It's still some steps, and everybody keep missing the steps. They keep missing the steps, right? I'm telling y'all, it ain't me. I'm telling y'all, it ain't me. I just had to share that with y'all because I knew, and I have conversations in my head like, Jackie, he gonna do this, and my other man like, no, he ain't. Yes, he is. Watch, he gonna do this, and then they do it. Like, told you he was gonna do that. They send you pics, they want you to send some. I knew he did. That's why I purposely didn't send it. I'm not sending you anything. We ain't getting ready to do this pic sending. We're not getting ready to do that. You know what I'm saying? You see me on Facebook, I am who I say I am. You see me on YouTube, I am who I say I am. Ain't no catfishing or none of that here. I am who I say I am. Check it out. I ain't got no problem with you looking at me. You know what I'm saying? If he had asked to FaceTime me at that moment, I would have FaceTime with him because I was dressed. I had my wig on. If I ain't got my wig on, ain't no FaceTiming, right? But no, I ain't, he sent it to me, y'all. My friend was like, we need to put all that on Facebook. Like, I am so tired of y'all sending the pics. I ain't asked for that. I didn't ask for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just let you sit right there with that. I ain't never talking to him no more. If he called me, matter of fact, I ain't gonna block him, but I ain't talking to him no more. Just ain't talking because I see where your head at. If you want to get my attention, dudes, any dudes listening, if you want to get my attention, ask me how you can help me. Ask me how you can help me. My car down. I'm living with my friend. What can you bring to me? What can you add to me to help me and assist me along my journey? Okay, make my journey a little easier. That's what you could do. Okay? Yeah, that's what he did, y'all. That's what he did. Sure did. But back to Derrick Jackson. That was just a little break. Back to Derrick Jackson, right? So his interview come up. Now, I liked her interview, and he asked her, he said, would you take him back? She said no. But they're still married. I don't know if they live in the same house. But this dude, he had a whole condo, and he was taking his women to the condo. Shout out to Kick That Door In so many times. He would take the women to the condo. And so when the interviewer asked him about that, he said, oh, we had always talked about having several homes. He is a wordsmith. I did not want to see him, but when I watched his story, it made sense, right? It all made sense. Men need a reason to cheat. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. And he said it don't matter how good you look or how much you do or how much you don't do. If a man gonna cheat, he gonna cheat. And I know that to be true, right? I know that to be true. So, I watched them both. Y'all watch them. I watched them both. What I have to say is he was traumatized, or he made it up. I don't know. That his daddy died or something happened. But the thing is, they never talked about her trauma, which she needed to talk about, because he said he was aggressive in bed. Now, I don't know what that means and what he was doing, but whatever it was triggering for her. Forever. Now, he said he was making good money. He said, now this is what he said. I don't know if I believe. He said, social media is not his main money. He have other businesses, right? Maybe he do. But she said the reason why she sat next to him and was trying to help him, because she helped him on the back end of things with his businesses, was because she didn't want to lose the bag. Okay? That's what she said. She said she was trying to secure the bag. She said she was trying to, so both of them are scammers. Now I got to reevaluate some things. Because I understood his side, I understood her side. What made him the villain for us is that he was a relationship guru, and the whole time he was cheating on his wife. That's what made him horrible. The whole time he was cheating on his wife. The whole time. And allegedly in front of the girlfriend's house. That's what made him horrible. That's why I didn't want to watch him. But as he spoke, I understood him. But like I said, he's a wordsmith. And now you guys are saying he's a scammer, so I can see that. So, but what are they getting? Because nobody's paying her $4,000 to 50. Nobody's going to pay her $4,000. Now, if she said 40, I could see that. Maybe 400. Maybe. But 4,000? Nobody's paying you 4,000, man. And then, like, she doesn't, I don't think she works or anything. I don't know what she does, right? But he said once he got all the babysitters, all the nannies, paid all the bills and everything. He said, well, now you can do whatever you want to do. Start a business. I'll support you, blah, blah, blah. She still didn't know what she wanted to do. Isn't that what Steve is, a relationship guru? Now, I don't know if Steve is the guru. I just think he has the wisdom, which he does because he has the age. He's put some people together, but it didn't last. From what I hear, he put Shirley Strawberry together. He put Cynthia and the last husband together on his show or something. He put Shirley Strawberry together with her dude. Now, is her dude in jail? Because I see something about some calls, some jail calls or something like, Shirley, let it go. Let that go, girl. Let it go. Let it go. You know, I don't know. He had a wife until 2021. When I first watched his content, I thought he was single because that's the way he portrayed himself. And now she's talked about that. She said she was fine in the background. She was fine in the background. He only brought her out when they got into hot water. But he said, and so the man asked him, why did you let her look like that on that couch? He said he didn't see nothing wrong with her. She's a beautiful woman. And we had just come back from the funeral. She was pregnant. He said he didn't see nothing wrong with it. That's what he said. Right? Now y'all say they scammers, huh? They scammers? They scammers, huh? She was playing her part on the scam. So what did they want to get out of it? Because wasn't nobody going to send him no money. He's been a liar and a cheater. What was they scamming? What was they trying to get? That's what I ain't understanding. What was their end game? What they trying to get? What? Because nobody's going to... I don't even watch him no more. And even though what he said makes sense, his money is her money still. Yeah. Yeah, because she don't do anything. She was just helping him. She didn't do anything. I don't know if she got her degree, if she graduated college or not. I think she did, though. I'm not sure. But she don't do anything. And they got 3 kids together. Now, he said, and let me tell you something. He said people are still paying for his... Are they? What people? Child, please. He said that they're not divorced. She did graduate. That's what I thought she graduated. He said they're not divorced. They working on it. And what else? He texted her. When he said he wanted a divorce, he texted to her. She was upstairs, he was downstairs. They was in the same house, and he texted her, I can't do this no more. I want a divorce. They're staying relevant for the bag. I can't with these people, y'all. I had a soft heart. I had softened up for these Negroes a little bit. I understood her side. I understood his side. I was wondering how all of a sudden she was doing interviews, modeling, and selling clothes. And that's why she keeping her makeup on, because she's modeling now. She modeling too. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Lonely people send big money and buy everything from them. Crazy people want to freak a leak with them. What? Woo! So they scammers. Y'all scamming? That's why they ain't got the divorce. That's why they ain't got the divorce, y'all. Okay. All right. I done got hungry now. It's 9 o'clock. I done got hungry, y'all. They done disgusted me. I'm disgusted. Some Christian-based clothes. But you know, they better stop playing, because all she talked about in him too. They spiritual fathers in the church, and he following somebody around. I don't know what spiritual person it is. Somebody be on TV. He followed him around everywhere he's in his ministry. They better stop playing with God if that's what they're doing. If that's what they're doing, they better stop playing. Now, that's a dangerous game they playing. That's a dangerous game they playing. If y'all scamming and in the name of Jesus. Because everything she said, she was quoting all the Bible scriptures. She knew all the Bible scriptures, right? And she was talking about the helmet of armor or whatever she was talking about. And Psalms 109. I mean, if I was going to look that up and see what it said. She was quoting all the scriptures. They better quit playing now. They know like I know. They better quit playing with the Lord now. Y'all can't be scamming in Jesus' name. They scamming y'all for real? Y'all think that? I'm scared of. I don't play like that. Phew. Margie and Derek need a YouTube on how to be a player and con people out of money. Margie, listen, Margie is from the streets, right? She was a cute girl. Dope boys liked her. I done seen that story. And if you was out in the streets, for real program. But if you like, I was outside, what I'm saying? My dude was one of them too, right? Shit, almost everybody I was with was outside doing something, right? Yeah. But she got the big ones. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never get the big one. I ain't never get no kingpins. But shit, that in the 80s, that's what it was about. 80s and the 90s, especially the 80s and the 90s, that's what it was about, right? If you was out there, everybody wanted one of them. You know what I'm saying? She was light skinned, and she was in the light skinned era. They was having at her. You know what I'm saying? So I am disgusted by the Jacksons because I had lightened up on them. And the only reason why I looked at them because y'all wanted me to. They was off my mind. They was off my radar. I wasn't studying them after he, doing all he doing. She had lost her mind. So let me ask y'all this before I go. Me personally, I think she had a nervous breakdown. I do. She might be okay now, but I think she had a nervous breakdown. Was that for play? Was that for play? That couldn't have been for play. Christian-based clothing line. What, it got crosses on it, T? Woo! Okay, y'all. Now, tomorrow I'm going to be live. I don't know what time. I'll let y'all know. It might be 6, might be 7, might be 8. What's tomorrow? Tuesday? Because I want to watch. It's going to be 6 tomorrow because I want to watch Love and Hip Hop in real time. So then I can go on IG and see all the comments. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Love Joy, girl, we about to go home. Love Joy. I'll be back tomorrow though, cause I'm hungry. I done got hungry. I'm disgusted. Y'all know. When I soften up for somebody and they I feel like they did me wrong right now. Y'all say they scare me. I feel like they did me wrong right now, y'all. I feel like they did me wrong, right? From her interview, I figured she had a breakdown and stuff. That's what but even before I saw the interview, I said she had a nervous breakdown. She'd had a nervous breakdown. And she, because she said she had all these counselors. She had a marriage counselor. She had a trauma counselor. She had a spiritual advisor and another kind of counselor. She had 4 or 5 counselors, right? That's deep right there. You need help. You know what I'm saying? And maybe at some point we all do, but she was trying to get it. Yeah. Multiple. Yep. I just love conversating with y'all. I can't wait to see y'all in real life. Y'all know y'all my friends now for life, right? I don't lose friendship, niggas. Anyway, I'm getting ready to go because I'm hungry. And I need to, that just boggled my mind. They scammers. She probably had a breakdown for every counselor. Yeah, no crosses. It's owned by a faith-based owner. Oh, okay. All right. See y'all. Program, tune in tomorrow because I need your expertise. Everybody, I need y'all expertise. Everybody come back tomorrow. I think it's going to be at 6 tomorrow because I want to be done by 8 so I can watch Love and Hip Hop in real time. Okay? All right, y'all. Love y'all. See y'all.